You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy, the Timecodes Gaming, coming at you again with another video. And guys, all of my defeats have brought me to Animal Zoro. I've made a lot of Zoro lists in the past, but none of them have revolved around Animal. But I finally decided to just give in to the normalcy, give in to the meta. And this is just a list, guys. Like this, if you want to win with Zoro, if you're having trouble with any other Zoro list, just play Animal. This is what's been topping in the recent ranked Sims rankings. It's just a fucking insane game. I've been losing my mind trying to play Kaido and trying to play in all these other fucking decks. So I just needed to get a win out there. I needed to get a win, a W in the game column. So yeah, if you are struggling in game right now, just pick up this deck. It is very easy. It's very self-explanatory. It is easy to pick up. We're running just the general animal stuff. I'm sure we've all seen this list by now. It's just very, very strong, very, very consistent, and will get you a lot of wins if that is what you need. Is this the best deck in the format? It might be. Like, Zoro's win rate has been slowly coming down like the past 3 weeks on the ranked sim data. So I feel like it may be falling out of favor in the next couple of weeks. It finally dropped to 2. Shanks has taken its spot as the top deck on the ranked sim. And I think that trend might continue just because people are teching so many cards into their decks, and people are really paying attention to this Animal Zoro list and just playing cards that they know that they will find success against this list. So it might start to dip down, but I'm confident that Zoro can adapt. Like if Animal falls out of favor, then a more mid-range to like rush style of Zoro, like the videos I posted have been kind of that different style of Zoro, and I think that type of list could come into favor when we are moving towards a different meta of people trying to counter specifically the animal list. So yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think of this list, if you find success with it, if you hate this. Personally, I hate playing against this deck. It is a pain in the ass, but if you do need help, just don't attack into it. Like, not when your opponent has one Dawn up as a Zoro, just don't swing. Just let the game go as long as possible, because the shorter the game is, the stronger Zoro becomes. Don't swing into us, guys. If you're playing against a Zoro player and they have one suspicious Dawn up, just don't swing that turn. Especially if it's at the beginning of the game. There's no need to try to put pressure on Zoro. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy. We are on the path to 400 subs, and we have a couple of games for you today. Just some ones that I enjoyed playing. It was nice to just turn off the brain, relax a little bit, and enjoy some Zoro gameplay. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, see you later. Okay, guys, so getting right into the first game, we started the recording a little late. As you can see, we've already established a lot of things on board, and our opponent is swinging into our chopper with his buggy. I think we're gonna, like, we want to keep as much pressure on the DOFFY as possible, but we also want to keep our hand relatively healthy, because we know he's just going to be attacking our board for a lot of the beginning of the game. Here he's going to play down his law, bounce back his buggy, and bounce our chopper back to hand and clear our Tony chopper. So we did a pretty good job there of clearing our board. Here we're going to play down the new 5-drop Luffy from ST21. We're going to swing into the law. We don't want to let him establish a board that is like equal to ours, because on a base power level, his cards are stronger than ours. That is the one thing I don't like about the animal list. Like, if you don't see the 3-drop chopper, your cards are just worse than your opponents, like in every sense of the word. Like, the animal cards are meant to be worse than the normal cards, because you're able to play them for free off the 3-drop chopper and off the 1-cost event. So it's like, if you, as long as you see your chopper, you're fine. But in a game where you possibly don't see it, your cards might just be dead and worse than your opponents. So here we're going to swing 5. He's going to block it with our boa. Then we're going to swing 6 into the boa just to try to get more cards out of his hand. We don't want to let him get too full on cards there, because we know that if he does, he's just going to be able to pick off our board over time. Hopefully he doesn't see any gravity blades, and that 4-drop law will be an issue as well. And there's the gravity blade. He's going to do our Luffy and another animal. Here we have some good follow-up, though. We do have the dragon. Dragon is such a fucking strong red card. Like, 8-drop, 9k, rush, give 2 Dawn is just like such a good play in like probably the most impactful 8-drop like on the turn you play it, maybe besides Silver's Rayleigh. It is so strong, guys, especially in red, where like an 8-cost 9k rush is fucking insane. So strong. He's gonna swing at us for 7 with his boa, try to put a little bit of pressure on us. Like honestly, DOFFY can kind of keep up with us in terms of the pressure category. Like he's able to apply a lot to us. Here he's gonna play down his law, bounce back another of his 1 cost, and we do have a lot of cards in hand here. We have 10 Dawn available. We have a lot of choices here. So we have some 3-drop Zoros, we have a 3-cost Chopper. There's a lot of different options here for us. We're gonna go ahead and swing for 10 at the boa, just wanting to clear his board as much as we can before we start attacking his life again, just to try to get cards out of his hand, because he has too many in hand right now, guys. Like if we try to go for game right now, he will just counter out and then probably retaliate and either kill us next turn or clear our entire board. We're going to swing a 7 into the boa and then just try to set up for the future turn by playing another Zoro and swinging another 6 into the law. And just like that, we've cleared his hand a lot. I think at the beginning of the turn he was like at 9 or 10, and we got him down to 7. So a win's a win in this department, guys. Like we're just gonna have to win the war of attrition in this case. Here we're gonna use our 1-cost event. Luckily we find a 3-cost Chopper, so we're going to be set up for future turns as well. We're going to counter out of this 5k just because we don't want to get too low. Like he could easily put us at 1 there if we let that attack go through. So we want to counter out when we can and make him defend with that boa. So let's see what he decides to do there. And if he does attack with the boa, maybe I should have taken it and maybe like enticed him to go for game. But honestly, he could have gotten it. Like if he did go for game, we do have 3 2Ks, so maybe that would have been the better play. But he does end up attacking with it regardless. So I'm guessing he's going to be able to clear our board with like a Gravity Blade or like 3,000 worlds, but I don't think DOFFY's are running 3,000 worlds. We're going to go ahead and save this Zoro here with the Hiking Bear, just because we want to keep on as much pressure as we can moving forward. Here he's going to use his DOFFY, swing for 7. Neglect to use the leader ability, so it looks like he's going to play down the Sengoku, have 7 Dawn, so I'm guessing that's a Gravity Blade. And exactly, so seeing 2 Gravity Blades into the Zoro matchup is really nice for the DOFFY player. Very strong card against this deck. So here we're going to try to put as much pressure on him as possible once again. And this is what I'm saying, like, about the cards in hand right now. Like, it's just not what we want to see. We want to see more big rush characters. But I think we're going to be fine here. We're going to clear both of his boards, both of the characters on his board. We're going to play down the 3-drop Chopper and then find a 3-cost other Tony Chopper. And then this deck can just continuously put on so much pressure with these choppers. Like, it just builds your board for free. Like, pretty much for 3 Dawn, you establish a really nice board that your opponent has to deal with, or you're going to attack them for a bunch of 5s or 6s the next turn. Here he's going to swing at us for 7 into the Tony Chopper. He's going to bounce back our other Chopper with his Law, and that Law's gotten so much value off of this whole game. Like, he's bounced our Chopper 2 or 3 times at this point, and we've tried to clear it. He's seen some really good cards against us, and we're still keeping up with him, just showing how resilient this deck can be with the Tony Chopper, just being able to rebuild that board over and over again. Here we're going to swing for 10 with the Dragon and then swing for 9 with the Zoro. Probably should have done that inverse, but either way, it's still a strong swing, and if he gives us 3 or 4 cards here, that is exactly what we want. Then we're going to play down. We are in danger of losing next turn, so we do want to establish that Chopper blocker and then the other Tony Chopper, just so we can have a nice follow-up for the next turn. Here we whiff on the Chopper Search, and then we're just going to play down the blocker Chopper. And we have the Sanji in hand, guys, so as long as, like, DOFFYs usually don't run any, like, events that are, like, plus 4k, so as long as he doesn't clear our 2 Tony Choppers, we're going to be able to use the Sanji and then swing for, like, 13 at face next turn, just going right through the blockers. I think no matter what he does here, as long as our choppers stay on board, we're going to win the game. Here he's going to play down the Sengoku. He's going to draw a Buggy, so that is a 2k counter in his hand. We know that. And I do want to see, like, at the end of this game, if he would have had enough counter in hand. Because you're going to see what happens here. He ends up misplaying, and he bounces something back to hand that he didn't mean to. So let's see what happens here. He's going to swing for 7 at face. We're going to go ahead and take that. We want to keep the either Chopper on board. Like, if we block with the 3-cost Chopper, we might run into an issue where he's able to remove or bounce my other chopper. So we want to be able to keep both of them on board just in case he's able to remove one, and we want to be able to use that Sanji for the following turn. We're going to take that first life from the Weevil. Then he's going to play down his Marshall D Teach, put a Edward Weevil on top. He's going to swing for 8 at face, use leader ability. He's going to play down the Law, and then he accidentally bounced something back to hand, but he was going to bounce one of our choppers. But either way, guys, it looks like he had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9k counter, so he could have countered out of a 14k attack. And honestly, well, because he was probably going to play down, he had 3 Dawn left, so maybe he would have swung with the Boa. But either way, guys, I think we win that game. He's only able to establish 1 blocker. If we play the Sanji, give our chopper unblockable, and then put 8 Dawn on him and swing for 13, he's able to get to the 14, but then we're able to swing with our Tony chopper and then our Zoro. So he's able to block the Zoro swing, and then we swing another 5, and I think we win by 1k is what would have been the outcome. I'll try to, yeah, I think we still would have won regardless if he didn't misplay. But a very, very close game and a really, really awesome game into a Doffy. So yeah, guys, let's get right into the post game. Okay, guys, the fucking light is bright as hell. Holy shit. God damn. Holy shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me reposition my light. Okay, that looks at least normal. Okay, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you try out the animal list. It is fucking nasty. Make sure to comment battery in the comment section below if you made it here. And I really appreciate it, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you have a good night. I'll see you.